Hey guys, QUICKSELL. Here's a no bullshit guide to trading. This is going to be an ongoing series, and this intro is going to go over how to start trading for profit. Now, trading for fun and for play skins is always encouraged, but this series is trading with the idea of making profit in mind. I know trading is super opinionated, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. With that being said, I've been trading ever since skins came out in this game, and I've had my fair share of come-ups and mistakes. When you sit down and try to start making profit with trading, you have to choose your market. There's tons of ways to make profit, but there are a few big markets in the trading scene where a lot of profit can be made. And I'm going to have a video on each one of these markets where I go over them more extensively and how to utilize them to the fullest in order to get those easy skins. I'm going to order this list of these markets by how easy they are to trade in. And first up is QUICKSELL and QUICKBUY market. This area of trading is pretty simple. Literally a monkey can do it, and as long as you're firm with your prices and aren't hasty to make profit, you will eventually. With that being said, this is probably the slowest form of making profit from trading out of all of these markets. The core values you have to use when trading in this market, as well as pretty much any other markets in CSGO, is buy low, sell high. Steam Analyst is the price guideline for the trading community. This means you want to be buying items at a fixed percentage of their cost on Steam Analyst and selling at a percentage higher than you purchased them for. I haven't traded on this market for a couple years now, but back in the day, people would generally buy items for 80% of their SA value and sell for about 90 to 95% of the SA price. Seems straightforward, but a lot of people fail to see profit when using this market because they aren't firm with their prices, which is something I will go into on the video I'm making specifically about this market later on. The next trading market I want to go over is a little bit more difficult, but it's not insanely hard. And if worked correctly, you can see some larger profit margins than the QS market. That is the stickered skins market. Certain stickers have garnered a huge price tag, and they can drastically affect a skin's price. Factors like sticker quantity, whether it's scratched or not, and where it's located on the gun all go into how much the skin can sell for above its normal market price. There's a lot of confusion in this market, and there are tons of resources that you can use to find skins that have rare stickers for cheap, and flip those pretty easily to other collectors, which is easy profit for you. The third market I recommend for traders that want to see some nice profit is Katowice. The Katowice 2014 Major has the best pro team stickers in the game hands down. They're relatively isolated, meaning it's pretty much just the team logo, with some text at the bottom, instead of having some dumbass circle or Dorito shit sitting behind it. Also, there weren't as many people buying stickers back then, so the prices are insane due to the low amount of stickers that exist in the world. I've seen skins with Katowice 14 stickers on them sell for insane prices in my days, and the market is only going up and up in terms of those prices. With that being said, learning this market takes a fair bit of research beforehand and price checking, and a lot of traders have found it to be a viable avenue for profit. So within the past year, the market has seen a lot more traffic and competition, so you definitely have to worry about that when getting into it. I personally have had some real big success in this market and definitely recommend it if you're down to do the research before jumping in. My video on this market coming up later will of course delve in a lot deeper on how to make some nice money from trading in this market. Last but not least, and definitely the most difficult market to attack, is pattern-dependent skins. While yes, this market is incredibly difficult to maneuver at times and can be super time-consuming, you can see some huge profit margins that in other markets I mentioned before can't really achieve. The biggest pattern-dependent skin series in the game is obviously the Case Hardens. There are AKs that exist in the game that usually sell on market for tens of dollars, but certain patterns between collectors can sell for thousands. Seriously, the amount of markup some of these skins have are insane, and that's purely due to the rarity of their patterns. This is a very extensive market that I really can only scratch the surface of until it gets its own video later on, so I really do apologize for that. But if mastered correctly, pattern-dependent skins are a huge market that a lot of people aren't generally too scared of to get into. A classic situation of high risk, high reward that you can definitely capitalize on to make some big bucks. So that's a general overview of the 4 big trading markets that I'd recommend to try out if you want to start making profit with trading. Like I said, in-depth videos for each of these markets coming up soon, as well as some other trade-related information for this series. Hope you guys get some good trades going. Thanks for watching.